Have you ever caught your reflection and thought, why does my hair look so flat even after I just styled it? You're not alone. I recently received a message from one of our viewers, Linda, who said, I've spent years trying every volumizing shampoo, teasing comb, and root spray imaginable, but nothing makes my thin hair look the way it used to. That moment struck me because Linda's frustration isn't rare. It's universal. Here's the truth. You're not styling your thin hair wrong. You're using techniques made for hair that no longer behaves the same. Our hair changes as we age. It becomes finer, lighter, and often loses some of its natural density. Yet, most of us keep styling it the same way we did 20 years ago. The result: heavy layers that drag it down, harsh color contrast that exposes the scalp, and products that promise volume but only add stiffness. But what if I told you that you can transform your hair? Not by adding more, but by doing less and by doing it smarter. Today we're breaking down 4 simple, realistic steps to make thin hair look fuller, softer, and beautifully effortless. No salon miracles, no overwhelming routines, just timeless techniques that let your natural beauty shine through at any age. Because confidence doesn't come from thick hair. It comes from knowing what works for you. Now let's start with step 1, the foundation of every great look. If you enjoy this, please subscribe to Eldril's Lantern so you don't miss the next tip. Step 1. The right haircut. Your haircut is the very beginning of how your hair looks, feels, and moves. And for women with fine or thinning hair, choosing the right cut can completely change the way your hair behaves without needing dozens of products or complicated routines. A lot of women hold on to the same haircut they had years ago, not realizing that as we age, our hair naturally becomes lighter, softer, and more delicate, which means it needs a different kind of care and shape. Heavy layers, blunt long cuts, or one-length styles tend to drag thin hair straight down, creating the opposite effect of what you want. Instead of giving lift, they make the hair cling to the scalp and highlight areas where the density has changed. What truly helps is gentle, thoughtful structure. Soft layers placed in just the right spots to bring natural movement without taking away thickness. A chin length or collarbone bob with airy blended layers is one of the most universally flattering options because it lifts the crown, frames the face, and creates the feeling of fullness from within. If you love longer hair, that's completely okay. Just ask your stylist for invisible layers or light internal texturing so your ends don't look stringy or weighed down. Even small details like your part can make a surprisingly big difference. A deeper side part adds instant height on one side, while soft bangs, like wispy or curtain styles, gently soften the hairline and pull attention toward your eyes instead of any thinning at the front. When you sit down in the salon chair, speak openly and confidently about what you want. Tell your stylist you need movement, softness, and volume, not choppy layers or anything too dramatic. The goal is a natural-looking shape that works with your hair rather than against it, a cut that feels effortless and easy to style every day. When your haircut is chosen with intention, it becomes the foundation that supports everything else. Your color looks richer, your styling looks easier, and your overall appearance feels more youthful, alive, and confident. Many women are surprised at how much lighter their heart feels once they see how a well-crafted cut brings back the softness and body they thought they had lost. It's not about trying to make your hair look like it did decades ago. It's about honoring the beauty you have right now and choosing a shape that enhances who you are today. A thoughtful haircut can make you feel lifted, refreshed, and seen, reminding you that your beauty hasn't faded. It has simply evolved. And when your haircut celebrates that evolution, you don't just look fuller and more radiant, you feel it too. Step 2. Color that creates depth. Color is one of the most powerful ways to make thin or aging hair look fuller, richer, and more dimensional. Yet many women underestimate just how much of a difference the right shade can make. When your hair is fine, a single solid color often does more harm than good. It can make the scalp show through, cause the hair to look flat under bright light, and take away that natural glow that brings softness to your face. This is especially true with very dark blacks or extremely light platinums, which tend to expose thinning areas and remove the natural shadows and highlights that help hair look fuller. What truly brings life back is dimension, soft blended colors that mimic the way sunlight naturally moves through hair. Think of your hair like a painting. When there is only one color, the canvas looks flat, but when gentle lights and shadows are added, Suddenly the picture comes alive with depth and texture. That's exactly what highlights and lowlights do for fine hair. Choosing warm, natural tones like honey, golden beige, or soft caramel can instantly brighten your face and give the illusion of volume, especially when paired with slightly deeper roots for added depth. A rooted color doesn't mean dark or harsh. It simply means creating a gentle shadow at the root that makes the hair look thicker at the base, which is where fullness matters most. Techniques like balayage or hand-painted highlights are wonderful because they grow out beautifully without sharp lines, making them low maintenance and perfect for women who want something graceful and easy. And if you're embracing silver or transitioning into your natural gray, enhancing it instead of fighting it can give an incredibly elegant, modern look. Adding a pearl or silver gloss can brighten your strands and remove any yellow tones, while soft smoky lowlights can bring back depth without taking away the beauty of your natural color. The goal isn't to hide anything. It's to bring out the shine, movement, and soft radiance that fine hair needs. One thing to avoid is harsh contrast, like very dark roots with very light ends, because that dramatic shift can create a shadow effect that makes hair look thinner on top. Instead, look for gentle melts and diffused gradients that blend effortlessly and brighten your overall style. When your color catches light in a flattering way rather than reflecting harshly, your hair instantly appears fuller, softer, and more youthful. A beautiful color can lift your mood, soften your features, and make you feel polished without trying too hard. It's a small change with a big emotional impact. When your hair color feels alive, you feel alive too. And that renewed sense of confidence is what truly makes your beauty shine, at any age. Step 3. Texture and everyday styling. Texture and everyday styling are often the missing pieces that determine whether your hair looks full and lively or flat and tired. And the way you handle your hair each day can make a bigger difference than you might imagine. Fine or thinning hair responds best to gentle techniques that build natural movement without weighing it down. And once you understand how to encourage that airy lift, your entire style begins to feel easier and more youthful. Start right at the roots because that is where fullness truly begins. When you blow dry, lift your hair away from the scalp, or flip your head upside down to allow the roots to dry in the opposite direction of how they naturally fall. This simple shift can instantly create light, soft volume without teasing or causing damage. If you like a more polished finish, use a large round brush but wrap the hair loosely so you create gentle bends instead of tight curls, which can sometimes make fine hair look even thinner. The products you choose also matter. Lightweight, alcohol-free mousses, sprays, or creams labeled with words like lift, air, or texture tend to give the best results without leaving the hair stiff or sticky. Avoid heavy smoothing creams or anti-frizz products loaded with silicones, as these coat the hair shaft and make strands collapse against the head throughout the day. A light root lifting mist or a tiny amount of dry texturizing spray can create that soft, touchable fullness that looks effortless and never overdone. Another helpful trick is to let your hair form its natural texture before finishing. Twisting small sections while damp and letting them air dry halfway adds gentle movement, and then finishing with a cool blow-dry sets the shape in place without heat stress. Speaking of heat, always use tools gently. A vented ceramic brush, medium heat settings, and a protective spray can prevent the dryness and breakage that make fine hair appear frayed. Even the way you treat your hair in small moments matters more than people realize. Brushing too forcefully, pulling hair back too tightly, or creating overly sleek styles can take away the softness that gives fine hair its flattering look. Instead, encourage flow. Hair that moves softly always appears fuller than hair that is pressed down or over-controlled. And remember, perfection is not the goal. Hair that has a little natural lift, a bit of breeze-kissed texture, or a soft bend will always look more youthful and lively than hair that is stiff, sharp, or overly styled. When your daily routine is gentle and aligned with what your hair naturally wants to do, you feel more confident stepping out the door because your hair looks alive, not forced. These small, mindful choices add up, and over time, you begin to see your hair not as something to fight with, but something to celebrate. And that shift, toward ease, softness, and acceptance, is what makes your beauty shine through every single day. Step 4. Daily habits. Daily habits and finishing touches are what keep your hair looking naturally full, soft, and healthy, and these small routines make all the difference in how your hair behaves over time. Fine or aging hair doesn't need force or strict control. It needs consistent, loving care that respects its delicate nature. The way you wash, dry, protect, and even sleep with your hair can either support its fullness or slowly break it down. And once you create a gentle rhythm, everything about your hair begins to feel easier and more graceful. Start with your washing routine, because finding the right balance is key. Washing your hair every 2 to 3 days is ideal for most women with fine strands. It removes oil and buildup without stripping away the natural moisture your scalp needs to keep your hair soft and strong. Choose a lightweight, sulfate-free shampoo and a conditioner designed for volume, applying the conditioner only to the mid-lengths and ends so your roots stay light and lifted. After washing, treat your hair gently. Avoid twisting or rubbing it with a towel, which can cause breakage. Instead, use a soft microfiber towel or a cotton t-shirt to squeeze out water with care. These little choices protect each strand and help prevent the frizz and dryness that make hair look thinner. Heat protection is another important step. Before using a blow dryer or curling iron, always apply a heat protectant spray to shield your hair from damage, because heat can weaken fine strands over time and take away that youthful smoothness. Keeping up with trims every 6 to 8 weeks also helps maintain clean, healthy ends, which gives your haircut its shape and keeps your style looking full instead of frayed. When it comes to finishing products, think less is more. A tiny amount of shine serum on the ends, or a light mist of texturizing spray is enough to bring out movement and glow without weighing your hair down. Heavy oils, waxes, and thick creams might feel luxurious at first, but they quickly flatten fine hair and leave it looking tired by the afternoon. Even your nighttime habits matter more than most people realize. Switching to a silk or satin pillowcase can greatly reduce friction while you sleep, helping your hair stay smooth and minimizing the breakage that makes hair appear thin at the ends. When you wake up with softer, less tangled hair, styling becomes easier and your hair holds its shape better throughout the day. These gentle, intentional habits are not just about appearance. They are about treating yourself with the same kindness and care that you extend to others. Your hair tells the story of how you live. And when you care for it gently, it reflects that softness back to you. In the end, this journey isn't just about creating fullness. It's about embracing the beauty of who you are today. You have earned the right to feel confident, radiant, and at ease. Thank you for being here with Elder's Lantern. And if this brought value to your day, don't forget to like, subscribe, and continue this journey of graceful, empowered beauty with us.